With the news of 343, now Halo Studios, correcting course when it comes to the Halo franchise and what lies ahead, we might have just gotten word as to what could have been. And let's break that all down, up next. What's going on, guys? It's Kalo, and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. Well, it looks like the Halo news train is chugging right along, and that's coming off the heels of a rather bold change of course for 343 Industries. For those of you who did miss this news, 343 is no more. Instead, the studio rebranded to Halo Studios, and we now know the Halo games moving forward will all be crafted within Unreal Engine 5. Now, if you know video game development, you know things are constantly in the works, and we often never truly see the full picture when it comes to the games that were in development, and some of the games that'll never see the light of day. Speaking of games that'll never see the light of day, we got some new leaks coming from Rebs Gaming, which could have hinted as to what I could be led to believe was the next Halo game. Now, to set some context here, the whole goal of Halo Infinite was for the game to live on forever and act as a hub of sorts for the franchise and build off that. Now, that brings us to today, where Rebs Gaming claims that Halo Infinite 2 was in development, and this was all using that pesky old Slipspace engine. And as we know, that was the engine that did cause a lot of problems on the development side of things, hence this move to Unreal Engine 5. Now, it's being claimed here by Rebs Gaming the game was proceeding right along, with development continuing all up until this leadership change in 2022. And this also marked the point in which they started using Unreal Engine 5, and the rest is history. Quote, 343's creative team spent a few months learning Unreal Engine 5 to prepare for their next project. This lasted until January of 2023. When Microsoft laid off a significant amount of 343 employees, including the entire creative team. And what's interesting here is this report goes on to claim the campaign team never really felt supported by the new leadership at that studio. Quote, this campaign team felt trapped in a bubble, without studio-wide collaboration and clarity about what was happening at the studio and its plans for the future. So, as you can see, there were a lot of problems over at 343, and I do think this reflected in the game. And that'll all kind of explain this lackluster launch of Halo Infinite and all the problems that game had at launch and leading up to it. And here's another little nugget all throughout this story, and it's how Insider Gaming made it a point to point out this doesn't entirely mean it's locked down and confirmed that the next Halo game could be Infinite 2. Basically, there is a chance this game exists outside of the Infinite bubble. It could just be a totally new thing. Now, standing back and looking at these changes being made here, I don't think it's too crazy to say that there were a lot of problems within Halo itself. But moving forward, the changes being made here can really give Halo that nice jolt it needs. And when just talking about Xbox in general, they are in dire need of a big homegrown IP to really pop off. And honestly, when I look at the Xbox brand as a whole, it's really just a tie between three franchises, that being Fallout, Halo, and Fable at this point, maybe? I don't know. They got three big IPs here. Oh wait, let's not forget Gears of War. They got those IPs. One of them really needs to hit. Also, I'm gonna be biased here and throw in Elder Scrolls, so that's 4 or 5 now. Yeah, let's just make it 5. But with all that being said, I'm gonna pass it off to you guys. What do you guys hope the next Halo game is? I said in a prior video I kind of want it to be this ODST thing, but I'm open to all possibilities. But that about does it here. I've been Kalo, I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content. Drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.